Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna, everyone. We just trying second time. I don't know, first time was not possible to accept the request of my guest. Just trying again. Oh, finally, Krishna Bhagavan.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, can you listen me?
Yeah, little slow your voice is.
You mean quiet or slow?
It's little low.
Okay, we'll try like this. Like this is okay?
Yeah,
Now it's better?
yeah, it's better now.
Okay. The first time was not possible. And I want to introduce my guest today, it's Shweta. She is also preaching through her profile, and she is also trying to talk about Krishna consciousness, about Bhagavad Gita, about happiness in life. And today we decided to make a live together and to share with all of you about Krishna consciousness, because usually people ask a lot. Can you listen to me?
Yes. Right now I can listen to Mataji. It was like
Yes.
video was stuck. There was some problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the first question, which is usually people asking, is what is spirituality, and what do we mean by this? Can you answer?
Sure, Mataji. Thank you so much for this live, first of all. And I'm really very excited to be here with you. And now I would like to start with the first question which you have asked me. So, spirituality is basically sometimes people say that spirituality is like you do something better with others, you do something good with others, then that is a spirituality. If you are positive, that is a spirituality, but that is not a spirituality. So we should understand by the meaning, like by the word suggest spirituality, it is related to spirit. So everything in this material world is made up by two things, matter and spirit. So we study about matter only during our college and school, but when we start understanding about the spirit also, that we are not this body, we are a spirit soul. So that is actually spirituality, to understand that you are soul, and to understand that what is the relation of you with the supreme soul. So that is actually spirituality.
Yes, true.
So yeah.
And can I add something to this question?
Sorry, Mataji, I couldn't hear you what you said.
Yes, can I add something to your answer?
Sure, Mataji, please.
Yes. And actually, sometimes people think that like a spirituality means it's like a religious, but actually, so many people are religious, but then it's not the same thing like spirituality, because so many people following just like some rituals, but it's not still spirituality. Spirituality means connection yourself with God.
Correct. Very true, Mataji. Very true. So, Mataji, I would like to ask you one question, which is like most frequently asked question, that people want to start their spiritual life, but they are like sometimes confused that should I leave my job, and should I live should I leave everything, job and study, for my spiritual life? So, what do you suggest in that case?
Yes, most of people think spirituality is something separate from our life. They think it's like, you're like a Babaji. You will just sit, just meditate, you will just chant, and you'll
Correct.
just live for that people donate you. But spirituality is a big topic. It's not like only Babaji. Babaji, yes, they exist in this world, same people, and some, yogi who can live without anything, and they are happy. But most of people not able to live like this. It means like what it means like God rejected them? No, it means
Correct.
like we also have to manage the material life and the spiritual life. It means like I can study, I can work, and parallel I can do my spiritual practice. But I have to manage my life. I have to find the time for this. I have to manage little. I had to change a little bit my life. And I like what Srila Prabhupada said about this. He said like, you don't need to change your life. Just add Krishna in your life. And when you add the Krishna in your life, automatically all your schedule becoming around the Krishna. And you start to wake up early. You start to change your circle. You're changing your how do I say it? But before maybe you visit club or some cafe or some bar maybe, but now you start to visit temple. And every free time, the spiritual people, they just practice, they just read something, they communicate with devotees. And this is just the life of a spiritual person. It's not like I'm living somewhere in forest and I'm just
Correct.
totally chanting. No, you're
True.
just trying to manage your time, and you're becoming more, you're using your time more attentively. It means like every free time you're using for Krishna. Like I can give example, like many people say me, oh, I don't have a time. I say, okay, what are you doing now? You just sitting in the internet. You have time for this? Yes, you have. Then why you don't have a time for Krishna? Why you don't have a time for spiritual practice? This means like if you have a time for internet, of course you have a time for Krishna. And
True.
this is just the question about your priority. If your priority is just spiritual life, if you want to change your life, of course you will do everything just for changing. Slowly, slowly, small things. And you will see slowly, like, before it was interesting to watch movie. Now it's not interesting for you. Just it's a no meaning, like, especially as you know, with Bollywood, with terrible things which people trying to promote through these movies. And I just have seen this. That movie is not interesting for me. Just go somewhere, not interesting for me. Before I like it to go to the beach. It's not interesting for me. What is there? Just everything becoming empty. And if you are just will add Krishna slowly, slowly, you will see just everything will be around him. And it's possible. Every devotee is working, every devotee is studying. Most of they have a family and they manage in everything. Everything. It's
True. True.
possible. Just
It's
follow
like getting
instructions
high.
of Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah, sure. We are just indebted to Srila Prabhupada. So,
Yes.
Mataji, I would like to one point here from Bhagavad Gita that Krishna also says that Ma Manusmar Yudhisha to Arjuna, like you just do your duty and just remember me. So this is very true. You said like we should do our duty, and wherever we are, we can perform that as well as we can perform Krishna consciousness. So we just need to add Krishna. That is very true. Like in internet, you said people are using this. So we can add Krishna here also. Like we are using this platform, this internet to discuss
Yes.
about Krishna. So in the same way, people can use this also. So very nice.
And next question for you also. It's what we need for spirituality.
What we need for a spirituality.
Yes.
Why do we need a spirituality actually? Yeah.
Yes, why?
So, yes, people sometimes say that, okay, I'm living perfectly. I have good house. I have a good job, good wife, good husband. Then what is the need to remember God? Why is the need for a spirituality? So recently, in general, if I say, so recently we have seen the Kerala movie and we have understood that what was the need exactly there. So if we don't know about our religion, if we don't know about our scriptures, so anybody can easily misguide you, and they can,
Yes.
whenever you will be in problem, because now everything is okay, but whenever you will be in problem, people can take advantage of your problems and they can misguide you, and they can take your advantage of your position. So yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
in general, this is the reason spirituality is needed. If in terms of spirituality, I say, so because we have got this human life, and if we just die not knowing what would be our next life and why this human life we have got. So if we just die, so we are just living our life like cats and dogs. We are living animal life. So to not live animal life in human body, spirituality is needed so that we can understand that who we are actually. Why there is problem, birth, death, old age and disease. These are main problems. So why we are facing such problems? Why we are suffering in this material world? So this is the main thing we need to focus on, and that's why spirituality is needed to understand yourself, to understand who you are truly, to realize yourself. So, yes, Mataji.
Yes, yes, this is a mistake of modern people. They think we need only just to eat tasty food, just, to take a shower, just to sleep and enjoy your life. But what in the end, when you will face with some difficulties, what you will do with your material life?
Correct, correct. True,
That's
true.
true.
And in Krishna consciousness also we live, very happy life. We also eat nice prasadam. People think that,
Yes,
oh, they are not eating onion garlic. But the varieties of food, varieties of prasadam we are eating, people don't know the taste. So it is really
yes, yes.
higher taste. Yeah. So
Just really
next question.
many people even they did not try to eat without onion and garlic, and they
Yeah,
automatically think it's not a tasty. It's just in your mind. But most
correct,
of people
correct.
eat like this, and we have Srila Prabhupada said we have the best food in this life.
True, true, true. Really true, Mataji. We are regularly dancing and
And we have
eating and
yes,
everything,
we have
having fun.
so many things what to enjoy.
Correct, 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 Mataji. So, next question for you, Mataji. How you can manage your work and spiritual life both?
How I can manage what?
How you can manage both your work and spiritual life? How to manage? Like people are
Mm.
asking that how I can manage my study as well as my spiritual
Yes,
life, or
yes.
my job as well as spiritual life. So how we can do that?
Yes, you can just change your schedule. Because before, maybe you have to wake up 9 o'clock, maybe 10, I don't know. Some people sleep before 11 and 12. What is this life? You just already sleeping in the town when it's already sunrise. And, just, how to say, you already missed the good time for your body, for your soul. And usually the
Correct.
spiritual people, they use this morning time for spiritual practice. Because according to scriptures, can you see? I just see the video is stuck.
Now it's fine, Mataji.
Okay.
It was stuck.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
please.
this sattvic morning time we can use for spiritual practice, and just most of devotee we woke up just 3:30, 4 o'clock. It's up to you how you can wake up. Some of devotees wake up in 5, 6 o'clock, but still it's early morning, and this time before your work or studying, you can start the day with God. If you start the day with God, if you praying, if you just it's like affirmation. It's like you're changing your vibration. Because when we wake up, we are just lazy. Our body is not flexible. Just some laziness in our mind, and we are just actually we woke up from tamagun, nighttime. But when we change in this energy, this vibration, our day will be different. When you start your day with from prayers, it's a completely different day and it's completely different energy. And you can even do more things than you do usually, because this already something changed inside you, and you can do you can be more practical, you can be more concentrated, more focused on something. And spiritual practice helping not only in a spiritual life, in a material life, it's also helping a lot. And of course, if you started the day with Krishna, Krishna helping you all the day. And you can study also later. And during the day also, what we do, we just offer our food to Krishna. This is also like a small things. When you will add slowly, it will be like your lifestyle. Even some people think like, oh, we have some limitation, but it's not a limitation. It's my lifestyle, and it's not taking so much time. Just you have to manage and you have to change something.
Correct. Correct. True, Mataji. I feel that when we are doing this material work, we are just sometimes we are exhausted out of energy, like doing material work and my energy is lost. But when we are doing
Yes.
spiritual services, in addition to that, we are gaining energy there. Doing
Yes, yes.
services also, we are gaining energy. So that is very nice that you said that if we wake up early, so we will be able to manage whole day with our study and work and everything.
Oh, and I forgot to mention one thing. Like if we also before Krishna consciousness, we also work, we also studied before, but it was just for my goal, for me, for just some in our reasons. But when we come into Krishna consciousness, even this thing we do for Krishna. I'm
Correct.
working for Krishna, I'm studying for Krishna, I'm just raising my children for Krishna, I'm just doing everything. I'm just offer all my life to Krishna. This is different. It means like outside it's looking same things I do, but inside it's different because motivation is different. And of course your consciousness will be different.
True. Life becomes very beautiful when we add Krishna.
Yes, yes, true.
Yes,
Okay, the next question is some people is asking, does God really exist?
yeah, people sometimes people do not have belief that really God exists. They are confused about it. So yeah, God really exists, and we know this from our scriptures. So people would say that how can I believe scriptures if I'm not believing God? So scriptures we can see like in our Vedas, it is Ayurveda, their medicine is there, their physics is there, geography is there, everything is there, which is like science is proving nowadays everything, and that all the things are written thousands of years ago. Like one thing is there in Bhagavad Gita, 5,000 years ago, there is written that Krishna is saying that I myself provide I myself come through moonlight and providing helping in vegetation, like providing juice and fruits and vegetables. So this is proved in 2015 only. But Krishna has told 5,000 years ago that because of moonlight there is juice in fruits and vegetables. So this is like that. In the same way, we can say that we can see that in Bhagavatam, whole embryology is given, that in which month baby would be, like which part of uh, baby would develop and everything. So we can see that how powerful our scriptures is. There is one physicist, Lord Kelvin, I think, or I don't remember the exact name right now. I'm not able to recall that. But he told that if you will study deeply and if you will believe in science, then you will be forced by science to believe in God. If you will study science deeply, so science will force you to believe in God, because we can see that everything is law here, like evaporation is happening, condensation is happening, and everything we are like seeing around us, how nature is behaving. So we are saying that, okay, this is automatic, everything is done automatic. But we have to understand that if law is there, anything is happening in a very regulated way, there must be some lawmaker. If we are creating a small things, there must be a creator who has created this big universe. So, so science will force us to believe in God if we will understand it, because science is incomplete. If we are studying matter only, then this is incomplete. If we are studying a spirit also, then that is complete. Because till we are having this body, we are inside this body, we soul are inside in this body. This body will grow, this body will develop. But once soul will not be there, this body will die. So that is the importance of a spirit. Because of a spirit, matter is developing. So that's why spiritual knowledge is very much important. And when we will follow this path of spiritual knowledge and we'll read our scriptures, then definitely we'll understand that yes, God exists.
Yes, I want to add something which is usually my answer.
Sure.
I'm just saying, okay, you cannot see the oxygen, but you're breathing. It's if I'm gonna see the oxygen, should I say like, oh, oxygen is not exist? But it's already proven. Yes, it exists, and I'm using this, and even more, I cannot live without oxygen.
Sure.
But I'm using this without seeing this. And another example, like our digestion is working. Like I don't think like, oh, how much is protein going there? How much is vitamin going there? What should I use for this part of body, for this part of body, for my brain, for this? No, we don't think. It's already created. By whom it's created? Just it exists. Even if the person will really careful to see this life, he will understand that everything is working not because it just happens. No, somebody created this and it's working perfectly. Even the sun is coming every day in the same time, in the same place. And it's not like, oh, somebody forgot and sun is not coming.
So true.
No, everything is working very perfectly. The rain is coming, you know, something going on, like everything is growing. What we do usually if we put the seeds, we are not doing some magic that is grow. No, we just put the seeds and it's it's a magic because it's growing. You put the seeds and after some time you can see there is a tree or just maybe vegetables or flowers. And who created all of this? We will see very carefully and observe this life, we will really find the answer.
And people forget about magician. They say that there is some magic, but they forget about there must be magician, because magic is here.
Yes,
that magician
yes, true.
is Krishna.
True. Oh, I lost the sound. I cannot hear you.
Hear me?
Oh, yes. Now, yes.
Okay, Mata. Yeah. So next question I wanted to ask you that how to start a spiritual life. People are, sometimes they are seeing the reels, videos, and they are very excited to know that how to start exactly. How should I start? So could you please guide them?
Yes, the first things, as I said before, we must observe. We must to see where I want to join. Is it really resonate with my heart? Do I really want to follow this all my life, or maybe part of my life, or just I want to? If I want to do something, I must to learn. I must to study. I must to observe. And of course, how we can know? We can read the scriptures. We can start to read the Bhagavad Gita. As it is, with comments of Srila Prabhupada, it's a perfect translation of Bhagavad Gita, because Srila Prabhupada translated it for us, for modern people who don't have so much brain. who don't have so much understanding of life, who already lost all the good qualities, and we're able just to understand very simple things. And Srila Prabhupada translated this Bhagavad Gita just for us, that we will be able to understand what about this book. And this Bhagavad Gita really changed my life. This is like first thing what we should do. This is like read Bhagavad Gita. Second thing, just find the devotees who is like example for you, who is really resonate with your heart, how he's speaking, what he's telling. Because many devotees hear, but not everyone is resonate with us. But somebody really will say something, oh, I'm just listening to this, I want to do same. I just want to repeat, I just want to follow this example. And this is very important to see some example of life. And then we can start to practice, and maybe it depends on the place where the person living. If there is this Iskcon temple, you can find the association of devotees. It's also very important to be with devotees, to exchange some spiritual things, to see again an example, to speak about Krishna, to talk about Krishna, to be involved in service. Maybe if it is a not service, at least chanting together, maybe some Harinam, Kirtan, or some spiritual activity. And this is slowly you will understand what you are doing, for what you are doing, what is resonate with you, what is your level, because some devotees, they start from just 4 rounds, but they can do this. Some devotees, they start from 16 rounds, and it depends on the person. It depends what is the level of your soul in this life. Maybe you already practiced in the past life. That's why some devotees, they accept very easily, and they feel like, oh, I'm just continue my way. Yes, some devotees, they have to manage their life, they have to change many things. They even, like in my life, it was like I have crossed so many difficulties before, just start to practice. And this is also start of a way when we started to work with our consciousness. And slowly, the bad habits, it's just, like it's becoming not necessary. You're even not working with this, like especially, oh, I will not eat the meat, or I will not drink. No, it's automatically, you don't need it. After the taste of higher taste of life, need this terrible taste. Yes, and this how you can start the spiritual. Maybe I missed something you can add.
Yeah, basically you have told spiritual ABCD to everyone. First, A for association, you have added devotee association, that is must. Then book reading, Bhagavad Gita reading, that is very important. Then chanting, you have mentioned. And the fourth one I would like to add is diet. If you take Krishna Prasadam, that would be very helpful to advance in a spiritual life. So yeah, we should start with spiritual ABCD.
Yes. This is also most of the important things from which Srila Prabhupada started when he accepted this. If somebody don't know, when Srila Prabhupada came to America, Srila Prabhupada is founder of Acharya of Iskcon. There was only hippies. Can you imagine hippies? They never heard about God. They never know how is Krishna. They never heard about prasadam. But Srila Prabhupada, what he did, he just every day he just feed them prasadam, and slowly their consciousness is changed. Because what is prasadam? It's a magic. Because it's really changing our consciousness. Because the first Krishna is to taste this food when we eat this prasadam after the God, and this is really good things that you add this. Because for me it's already natural. I forgot about this.
No, Mataji, you seriously like elaborated for people. It would be very helpful for all of them.
Even I want to share my experience also. When I joined, I eat sometimes prasadam, sometimes non-prasadam. It was always vegetarian, but not every time offer it. And sometimes, if you cook, it's a natural you offering. But sometimes if you buy something like fruits or something which you can eat on outside, I actually many times I forgot about this to offer, and if it is, if it is not your habit, you just don't remember this. And one time, my close friend, she shared with me. She said our life changed completely after when we decided with my husband we will not eat non-prasadam. She said, like, only if it's offered to Krishna, we will eat only prasadam. And she said, I can see the changes in our life. She said, my spiritual practice is becoming good. She said, I'm just serving more time and I'm not tired. And she said, like, my conscious, my thinking, just my habit for stupid things became less. I said, yes, I want to also to try it. And once I just said to my son, don't eat anywhere, no prasadam. And yes, and I also stopped to eat. And I have seen it became his habit also. When he was outside, even my mother, she is not Krishna consciousness, and she just sometimes she gave something to him. He asked, "It's prasadam."
Wow.
Yes, it became our habit. And yes, I also have noticed this is really that people don't know how it's really going to conscious. Because if we eat the food which is not offered to God, and if the person just thinks something bad about, some problem in his life, and that person is cooked, everything is going to this food. And what you eat not only food, you eat energy, this energy which that person put in this food. And this is like, this is will go to your mind, and after some time you will think, oh, something strange coming to my mind.
Yes, definitely. That is very important point and nice realization you have shared. This, I think, parents should also like you would be inspiration for parents only. They will be learning how to, when we are inculcating something in ourselves, then children will definitely follow that. So it's really a nice example you have given.
Yes. Next question. Yes, people most of the time they ask like, we know like demigods. They don't say demigods, but we mention it demigods. But they asking who is the supreme personality of Godhead? Like usually with Srila Prabhupada mention it. Can you explain it?
Sure. So actually, it is like people are sometimes saying that we are worshipping so many gods, right? People are saying that we are having 33 crores of gods. So we should understand that the Supreme is one. It is like there is one president and then prime minister and different posts like ministers and then police and then everybody. So in the same way to operate this universe, God has given some responsibilities to different demigods who are very pious people, very pious people. So they have like that post, like Indra is a post, Brahma is a post. It's not like there is one Brahma only, there is one Indra only. That is post. For this Manmantar, there is this Brahma. So for next Manmantar, there would be another Brahma, like that. This also happens. So we should understand that if we are having 33 crores of gods, they are not all God. Like how it is possible? There are so many creators of this universe and ours also. So it is not possible. So supreme personality of Godhead is one. So this we can get in Bhagavad Gita very clearly, that Krishna himself says, nobody said this thing which Krishna told, that I am the supreme personality of Godhead. He told that Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo, I am the supreme proprietor. He told that Matta Parataram Nanyat Kinchit Asti Dhananjaya. He told that above me nothing exists. Everything is like, there is like we are having this mala, Tulsi mala, and Tulsi beads we can see, but we cannot see the thread behind that. So in the same way, Krishna is everywhere. Krishna is operating everything. Because of Krishna, everything is going on, but we are able to see the things, but we are not able to see Krishna. So Krishna explains everything clearly. Beyond this, Brahmaji also said in Brahma Samhita that Ishvara Paramaha Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha. He told that Krishna is Parameshwar. Parameshwar. Ishwar means controller and Parameshwar means supreme controller. So without his desires, nothing is happening. Like he is supreme controller. So Brahmaji also told. Then Indra told. Then Lord Shiva told. Everybody is saying Krishna, Krishna to Bhagwan Swayam. Bhagavatam says. So, and then Krishna himself says that he is God. So what is the doubt? So Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead.
Yeah, true. Thanks for your answer.
Okay. So next question people are asking, Mataji, like sometimes people are in depression. So they are asking that now what to do, how to change my life. I'm going through very difficult phase and I'm in depression. How to get over it? Because it is very difficult for them in those situations. So how they can go through it, get over it? Can you please guide them?
I like the line which Srila Prabhupada shared. He said, we cannot solve material problem by material way. It means like you must find something in other things. You created some of your problem by material life, but you must solve it to find something which you never tried. Most of people, they how do you say it? They just think that I can control this life, I can change something, I can do something. But if we see the reality, how many things we can control? Even our digestion we cannot control. Even, you know, like simple things we are not able to control. Means like if something going on in life, if some difficulties especially come in, we have to pray more. We have to ask the God about just give me a solution of this problem. Just give me to understanding what is lesson I'm going on. That how should I change my behavior, and maybe what should I change in myself? That because all is difficult coming just because of love of Krishna. Because Krishna just wants that we will change something in our life. Finally, you know, finally stop to think about you. Just start to think about our people. Start to think about what you can change, not to change some people, not to change the situation. Because you're not able. Even we can see now is a good example. The war is started between Ukraine and Russia. Who able to control it? Nobody. And what should we do? We should pray more. We should cooperate more. I mean, between the people who want to help. And this is really a solution, because what is a depression? Depression is the first sign that you're just lose the connection with God, because the God is a source of happiness, and the God is always like a Paramatma showing us the way, direction, that what should you do, what you should not do. I hope many of you face it with this, like, you know what, if you are doing something bad things, maybe you're lying to someone, actually inside you feel it, like something wrong, I should not do this. Who is saying this to you? It is like Krishna like in Paramatma saying to you, it's a wrong things, why are you doing this? You will suffer after this. When you are just doing something bad things, it's like naturally by karma, it will come back to you. And these things is like I lose my line. Sometimes it happens, like we explain it a lot, like just losing the line. Yes, and in depression, sometimes we cannot see that which way I can use that get out from this. But if we will pray, the solution will come through the people, through the situation. Maybe you will open some book, there is a solution. Like you will see, oh my God, how I could not see this is like this. Maybe some preacher will tell you like something like, I don't know, it happens to me many times. When I don't know what to do, I'm just starting to listen more carefully. What is outside, like and Actually, we think the answer is outside. No, it is just Krishna showing some answer outside, but the answer is actually inside. And in the difficulties, we have to go inside and we have to pray. We have to surrender to Krishna. And Krishna, actually, he is waiting when we will do one step. And in scripture is written, when we would do one step, Krishna is doing the 10 steps. And he wants to help us, but he's waiting when it will be our desire, when you will surrender to him. And in this way, it's really a solution. And if you're not able to pray, maybe, I don't know what's going on in your life, okay, join to devotees, join to kirtan, go to the temple, find some person who is really happy, ask him how to be happy. It means try to find some spiritual solution. Because this is my experience, because the difficulties also come into my life. Even if I'm living a spiritual life, it doesn't mean like, oh, I'm always like, always happy, always like, no problem in my life, everything is solved, I just do like this and it's just coming. No, it's just everything is going on. Karma is also coming and sometimes like some suffering coming. But I know what is helpful is kirtan. Whenever I feel something bad, I'm just going to kirtan. Even, I'm just, my mind is saying just don't go anywhere. I don't want to do makeup. I don't want to wear clothes. I want to just lay to my bed and do nothing. It is just tamaguna come into our life. And tamaguna is always about like to not change anything in your life, live like, comfortable zone, just don't do any efforts. But when you come into kirtan, after kirtan, you are just like, you're dancing. And even during kirtan, you just feel how this energy is changing. You're just coming like this, like something bad in my life. I'm bad, everything bad, everyone bad. My life is like nothing. But after kirtan, you are just jumping. You are just full of energy. This is just a directly provement that Krishna is existing Kirtan. Krishna is the holy name, and Krishna is not different from each other. And of course, it's difficult to practice alone. Maybe especially if you're in Tamagun. Okay, go to devotees. Just join them and just find. Before finding the answer, don't come. Before finding an answer, even don't try to come back to home.
Haribol, Mataji, you have given such a secret to every people who are suffering from any kind of problem, depression, anxiety. They can just go to a temple, have association of devotees, and Kirtan is secret of Mataji. So you all must follow that.
Maybe
you will be like
you can add something. Yeah. Maybe you can add something. Share maybe your experience, how you're just managing.
Yeah. So Mataji, this you told that prayers. So I feel that is seriously works. When you are not able to do anything, no. If you are really very depressed in anxiety and everything, if you are not able to do anything, you just keep praying and keep chanting. That is very important. If you are not able to do anything, just keep praying, keep praying, keep praying. Pray to Prabhupada, pray to Krishna, pray to Radharani. Just keep praying. I personally, what I used to do, Mataji, so whenever initially I was having any kind of such anxiety or maybe problem in job or study or in anything, when I do not have anything, I was living in my house and I was not able to go temple also there. So what I used to do, I used to write letters for Prabhupada and Krishna. So seriously, when I used to write letters, Krishna responded every time. Prabhupada responded in different ways. Like you told, no, Krishna is guiding throughout what we can say in our surroundings that they are doing. Maybe you are opening a book, you are having answer of your problem there, and maybe some devotee comes and tell you. So yeah, so definitely this was also working with me, like when I used to write a letter. So Krishna was responding in different ways. And it was seriously
Mhm.
very blissful when he responded and very helpful for me. So yeah, I would suggest that Mataji's point is definitely a secret, Kirtan and association. And if you cannot do anything, you can just write a letter to Srila
Yes,
Prabhupada
yes.
and Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Okay, maybe we can start now the questions from devotees because I think we have a last 15 minutes maybe.
Sure, Mataji.
Yes, you okay?
Yeah.
Just I will start from the questions which is devotee texted in the comments, and everyone who is listening our live stream, you also can put your questions, and I hope we will have a time to answer some questions. You can text in comments. And the first question is, what is Vedic culture? What is Vedic life?
So, you want to answer or you want me to answer?
We can both answer. You can start. I can start.
Sure. So, Vedic culture is basically like Krishna only told Arjun that Anarya Justam, he used that word in second chapter, that why you are thinking like Anarya. So, Vedic culture is to become Arya. And what is Arya? Arya means to follow the progressive value of life. When you are
Mm-hmm.
thinking, when you are having understanding that why this human life we have got, this is for self
Mm-hmm.
realization. So to step in, to progress in spiritual life, to progress towards your supreme goal, that is self realization. So that is actually Vedic life. So Vedic culture is made up like that, so that you can get, self realization ultimately. So Vedic culture is basically having two things. First is Pravritti Marg and second is Nivritti Marg. In Pravritti Marg, what you do, that there are four things: Dharma, Artha, Kam, Moksha. So by these four things in Pravritti Marg, you are doing different kind of demigods worship, and you are doing pious work and everything. And but in Nivritti Marg, this is like you are watering the root. Nivritti Marg, and that is very easy. You just need to surrender to Krishna, and you will be out of karma. There would not be any pious karma or result of pious karma or any impious karma, but you will be out of the karma. You will be, and then gradually you will move towards liberation and towards achieving the Krishna prem. That is the desired goal. So that is basically in Vedic life, two marg is there, two paths are there, Pravritti marg and Nivritti marg. Apart from it, like it also helps that we are having four kind of gunas, karma and gunas, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So it is not by birth, but it is by your gun. How are you? Your quality. So
Equality.
quality. So what is your quality, and what is your duty? What occupation you are performing? So that is based on that. So if you are having Brahman kind of quality, you can follow that. If you are having Kshatriya kind of quality or Vaishya or Shudra, so this is not inferior or superior. All four are very important, but you have to recognize what qualities you have. You are better at
Mm-hmm.
preaching, or you are better at administration, or you are better at serving people. So we will have to recognize it, and for this material body we will have to do our occupation based on our guna and karma, remembering Krishna for this material body. Gradually we will be out of the material conception of life, and ultimately there would be one occupation for us after liberation of this material concept, and that would be serving the Supreme Lord. So we should just do our karma and serve the Supreme Lord, remembering Krishna, and gradually we will be realizing everything. So that is progressive value of life basically, and that is the Vedic culture.
Thank you so much. I'm just smiling that I read the comments. Like both of you guys are great preachers.
No, no,
Actually,
it's all
it's a by
multi-dimensional.
mercy of Lord Chaitanya and mercy of Srila Prabhupada, because
True.
when you get in something, you're not able to keep silence. It's just coming automatically.
Correct, correct.
Automatically, you want to share it. Yes, it's coming. Um, there was a question, very funny, like how to stop missing Mayapur. It's not possible because if we are in touch with spiritual energy, and of course our soul want to be in touch more and more. It's like a drugs, spiritual
True,
drugs.
true.
Yes, you want to touch with spiritual energy more and more and more and more. But I have some answer because we live in India. Of course, we able more to be in touch because here is a more temples, more devotees. But in Russia, some cities even don't have a temple, don't have a devotees, and there is just imagine one devotee in one city. What to do? No association devotees, no temple, no program. And what Srila Prabhupada suggests to do? Just create Mayapur in your city, create Vrindavan
True.
in your city.
Beautiful.
What is actually Vrindavan? What is Mayapur? It's actually it's a service. If you will preach, if you will do something, that Krishna is answer to our desires, and Krishna will create some association of devotees, and you will be able to feel Mayapur even there. Because I remember many things, many times it was like you are in Chelyabinsk. It's my city where I was living in Russia. Can you imagine? It's just middle of Russia. There is nothing reminds you about Krishna.
Oh,
But when you are in Harinam, you started to feel Vrindavan. You know the smell of Vrindavan, the energy of Vrindavan, and
true.
something magic happens when you are just involved in service. That means we just should be sincere. But of course, yes, I agree. This is spiritual places with the Lord of Chaitanya, the Lord Krishna, and Mayapur Vrindavan is a special place. But we can feel this energy during the service, by doing something like for Krishna and by participate devotees. I
Which
think so.
Prabhupada told, wherever Krishna is, there is Vrindavan. You just add Krishna,
Yes,
that is Vrindavan. That is
yes.
Mayapur.
There was a lot of questions, but one question I texted like how to be in love with Krishna.
How to be in love of Krishna.
Yeah, I will try to answer. Actually, this is very high level, and I am not qualified to answer on this because I'm also not in love with Krishna. This is a very, very, very high level because before love Krishna, try to love people around you. It's not easy, especially all that family members always showing you who you are, what is your
To
place,
see
what is
Krishna
your level.
everywhere is very difficult. To see Krishna in
Yes,
people also, we are having sometimes,
yes,
enviousness. Sometimes we think that, oh, this people is talking very rude, like this person is talking very rude to me, or this is
yes, yes,
like that, this is like that. To see everywhere Krishna is really difficult. But yeah, chanting helps a lot.
yes, yes. And Srila Prabhupada said like first become gentleman, then become devotee. Means like first we have to work with our qualities.
Mm.
First we have to do something for our circle who is around us, our parents, our children, our family. Somebody have a wife, husband. We have to be polite with them. We have to start to do something for them, start to serve to them. Then we can think about Krishna. I mean, like love with Krishna. It's a very high level. That some people think like, oh, every devotee, they come into Krishna consciousness, they're already full of love and they don't have a bad qualities. No, everyone have this until I'm living in this material body in this world, still I have something with which I have to work. Only after my death, Krishna will clean something. But if I'm living here, means still I have to improve something. This is just first thing. What should we do? How to fall in love and how to be in love with Krishna? It's like start to practice and start to do something for Krishna. Mm. That's it.
Yes.
Maybe you
I also
have to add
wanted to
something.
add one thing here, Mataji. Uh, that we are saying, no, if we are in love with anybody, so we serve, we do something. It's not like we are loving and we are not doing anything. If we are
Yes,
loving
yes.
somebody, we are giving something, we are trying to please that person. In the same way, if we want to love Krishna, so we will have to first of all learn how to love. What is love? We will have to learn that. So for that, we should also, offer things to Krishna, offer prasadam to Krishna, offer flowers to Krishna,
Mm-hmm.
do some service, do something like, oh, if this I will do, then Krishna will be pleased. So this, by this practices, we will be able to gradually be in that mood, and towards that process, towards that goal, we'll
Mm-hmm.
move, we'll progress.
There is so many messages, so difficult to find because we cannot answer very short way, and that's why here. Okay, we can continue that answer which people ask in comments like. Mhm. Why Vedic culture is superior than any other on planet Earth? Do you want to answer?
Okay, I'm just trying.
And everybody, if you have a question, we have maybe last 7-10 minutes. We will try to answer. You can put your answer in questions or in the comments.
Okay, so Vedic culture, why it is superior to any other culture is basically Vedic Vedic scriptures and Vedic culture is very old and it's not new. And we can see that, like I said earlier, that it is very, science is proving nowadays what is written in Vedic scriptures. So that is proved. So we should understand, and Vedic culture is why it is there. So it is for your permanent solution. It is not for your temporary solution that, okay, for this material body, if you are feeling something, you just do this and you will get relief. No, it is for permanent relief. It is like Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, birth, death, old age, and disease. These are like main problems of material universe. So to get over that, to realize yourself, you will be able to realize who you are. So that is Vedic culture. Vedic culture, we say that Sanatan Dharma. Why we say Sanatan Dharma? Sanatan means eternal. We are eternal. We soul are eternal. We are not like Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita that na hanyate hanyamani sharire. Nobody can, kill you by any weapon, fire, water, anything. Nobody can kill you. So you are Sanatan. You are eternal. You are, as soul, you are eternal. So understand your eternal nature. What is you are? What exactly you are, and what is your eternal relationship with Krishna? So that is actually Vedic culture. That is actually Sanatan Dharma. So this is not for any Hindu, Muslim, or Christian, or Sikh. Not like that. This is for everybody, because we all are living entities. We all are soul. We all are part and parcel of Krishna. So we all are having eternal dharma, eternal occupation, and that is to serve the Supreme Lord. So by Vedic culture, we understand this.
Good answer.
Right, Mataji.
Yes, because actually this is already becoming, like everywhere, just Vedic culture, Vedic culture. But what is Vedic culture? What is Sanatana Dharma? Yes, many people confused. And many people just saying, I'm a Sanatani. But what you do in your life? Like,
True.
you just eating the meat, you just drinking. How you are Sanatani? How it's possible to say like this? It's just first read, try to know what is Sanatani, what is Sanatana Dharma, then say like this. But so many people think it's automatically I was born in India, I'm Sanatani. Or maybe I was born in a family of a Brahmin, I'm a Brahmin. No, You should have a qualities. You should have a knowledge who you are and what is your
If
relationship
you're
with God.
Sanatani, you should understand that if you're Sanatani, everybody here is part and parcel of Krishna. Everybody is Sanatan, eternal.
Yes.
Then if you are having that vision to see everybody, whether it be human, whether it be tree, or whether it be any insect, animal, if you are able to see everybody part and parcel of Supreme Lord, everybody as eternal, everybody as Sanatan, then actually you are Sanatani.
I'm just trying to translate because my English is not good. I'm trying to translate one question.
Mine is also not good, Mataji.
No, you're speaking more better than me. Because some words I don't know, and sometimes okay. Just one question is like from comments. How does Krishna emancipate us from this material world? What means emancipate us?
Emancipate matlab liberate.
Liberate.
How Krishna
Okay.
liberate us.
I can try to answer if maybe something will miss, you will add.
Sure.
Actually, we have instructions how to live. And if we're following these instructions, if we are serving to God, if we are trying to be more and more close to Krishna, try to know more about Him, try to serve more Him, and the most, I think, which most of devotees don't understand, we have to serve devotees also. Because Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita and in Srimad Bhagavatam that that most of dear to me that devotee who is a servant to my devotee, not to me. And the Krishna said, like, if somebody is following these instructions, and Srila Prabhupada also said about this, if you following my instructions, I will come directly and and take you to spiritual world. This is a secret. Like, we have to follow instructions. It's like, I will give you a simple example. Like, if we buying something, like if I'm buying some AC, I have to follow instructions. It's just suppose I'm using AC not by instructions. I'm just, or maybe, like my phone. I'm just using my phone just for, how to say, chopper, like just for cutting the vegetables.
Yes.
What will be with my phone after this? If I will use my AC different way, what will be with this? It will not work. It just will still work. Even if material things is working like this, it's of course the spiritual things is working the same way. You just have to follow instructions. And Krishna gave us so many instructions, but Srila Prabhupada came and he said, okay, just do something small. I will come and I will remove everything what is you did not get in this life, and I will just take you to spiritual world. And this is just the way. We have to follow to the senior devotees, to the saint people who already have a bhakti. If they have a bhakti, by this way we also can purify our heart, and slowly we can get back to Godhead. This is just how I see this way. If you have to add something, you can add.
Yeah, it's very nice. You have given very nice examples also, real life examples. So that is very like understandable. And I would like to add that the question is like how Krishna helped us or helps us in emancipation. So it's basically like Krishna already helped us. How? Krishna came in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna himself came and given Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. So Krishna has given us this. He said that wherever you are, whatever you are, no qualification needed. You just chant Hare Krishna, and by chanting only, you will get liberated. So if we will chant very sincerely and we follow the instructions as Mataji told, that is very important to follow the instructions of your guru, spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. So if you are following the instructions and you are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that is sufficient Prabhupada told if anybody chants 16 rounds and follow 4 regulative principles, so I personally take him to back to Godhead. So that is the thing. As Mataji already mentioned, I have added few things only.
I'm not able to find more questions because here are so many comments, but the question is so far. Some of this on Hindi, I don't understand.
Oh.
And I hope you all like our live stream. We would be like to listen your feedback in the comments after when we'll finish, because everything what you texted now, it will be not saved in comments. And we would be like to get your feedback, how it was for you. Is it was helpful? Did you get the answers on your question? Did you get inspiration? I think we can finish. If somebody will ask, we'll put the comments. We will answer.
Sure,
Yes, I think the time is finished here. But I did not check. Do we have more comments in our post? We can. If we have more questions, we can answer in next live stream.
Sure.
Yes. Sure. People text. I like it. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, all of you.
Yes, you chant and forget everything. Yes, here even they text on Russian language.
Oh, that
yes.
You can understand.
How would you define true love?
How to focus on chanting? Rohit Prabhuji asked. Sometimes my mind thinking while chanting. Did you want to answer?
For attentively chanting, we must have some good association with devotees, because our mind is really not stable. Sometimes even if we're trying to chant, of course we're not able to control our mind every time, and we must contact every time with some senior devotees who already have a lot of experience, already a long time in Krishna consciousness, and of course we must have some service, and we always must to check about our Vaishnava Paradhas, because I know that most of the devotees, they saying like the main reason of our bad chanting is our mind. Like when we do some Vaishnava Paradha, we always must be careful what we think, what we talk about devotees, and this is my way. What's helping me to chant more attentively? It's Harinam Sankirtan, because without Harinam, I see that not enough taste and not enough energy for me to chant alone. Because I'm very active and my mind need it, and I need Harinam Sankirtan. I need chanting together, because what does mean Sankirtan? Means together, chanting together. And when we chant together with devotees, I have a power to chant alone. And when I don't have opportunity, as I remember in lockdown, it was for me completely difficult. When I was like separate from devotees, we said maybe we can do chanting online, or maybe we can organize online Harinam live. Yes, and we did it, and it was big difficult for me. It's my way on what I can say. You can add something.
Yeah. You are saying seriously true that association of devotees is very much needed. Without association, we are not able to chant properly. That is seriously needed. And also to help your chanting, there are different things we should do. Like we should engage ourselves in Krishna's service in different ways. Whatever we are doing, we should try to remember Krishna in that. So that also helps in chanting. Or reading is very important. Like we have
Yes.
already discussed spiritual ABCD. So that is very important to improve the chanting, association of devotees, book reading regularly, and diet. You are taking prasadam, and while chanting, you just have to hear the very chant. What you are chanting, you have to hear. If your mind goes here and there, you just need to take it back to the Harinam. Try to listen it, and if it is like sometimes you have thought something and it's like your mind is gone, and sometimes you're thinking, okay, if it is gone, then let it go. We will not take it back to Harinam. So we should not do that. As soon as we remember that our mind is somewhere else, we should drag it back to Harinam, and we should hear that exact word what we are chanting: Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So these things go parallelly, like rest of the things, DT service, book reading, and everything, and chanting. If you do those things good, then chanting will be good. If you are chanting good, then all other things will be good. If you're chanting good, you'll be able to remember Krishna in whole day. But if you are not chanting good, then not possible.
Mm. Yes, true. Most of people asking, where do you live, sister? I'm from Russia, but I'm living in India, Mayapur. Where do you live?
I I
Yes,
also live in India. Delhi, I'm living.
yes, we are from different parts of India. And
I think
some people asking how can we join. Actually, I have a post in my Instagram. It's on the top of post. There is a written how to join Iskcon. There is an instruction.
many people are asking this question.
Yeah, I think we can finish. Oh, but
Yes,
when I chant in bad thoughts comes around mind, what I do. Actually, we already answered on this question. Because most of people, they think I can chant alone, I can control my mind, I can focus. No, you cannot.
true,
Because Krishna controlling it. First, you must have association with devotees. Second, you have to pray, you have to surrender to Krishna. Because even chanting, not controlled by you. What is your efforts? Just listen mantra and chant. Listen and chant. That is your efforts. Sit and chant. But when you think you're able to control your thoughts, no, you're not able.
true.
Even it's written in scriptures that more easy to stop the wind than your mind. Can you imagine how a mind is strong
True.
and how to improve belief? I think maybe it's about faith, belief. I think
Whatever
so.
questions you have, you just discuss it with devotees. Then you will get your answers. So you will
Yeah.
increase, your faith will increase, and also do some service to Krishna. That will be also helpful in development of your
Mm,
faith. I think those
yes.
people who will watch this live after this session, this would be very long for them.
Yes, yes. I think we will finish now.
Yes,
Thank you so much for this
thank you.
nice conversation, for your deep thoughts, for your wisdom. Actually, I'm always happy to see young boys and girls when they just not wasting their life in the stupid things. You already started with good things, and I'm so proud of you. And
Thank you so much,
just I
Mataji. It's
always
all
want to show this
mercy
is
of
the example of
devotee.
life.
It's nothing but causes mercy of Srila Prabhupada, and you all
Yes.
devotees and Krishna. Nothing.
Yes, actually, everything by mercy of Srila Prabhupada. If he could not spread this Krishna consciousness, how we could know, how we can read, how we can be in touch with this, especially in Russia, where is nobody knows about Krishna. Yes, and how I can, I want to finish this conversation by saying again, like life without spiritual connection with God, without spiritual practice, is just empty. It's just wasting of time, actually, because life by life, we're just again we come into this world, again we suffer, and again we're trying to find the answer on our questions. But the answer and solution only one. Just try to connect with spiritual energy. And as we know, our practice is to chant Hare Krishna mantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, thank you so much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you so
All glories to
much, Mataji.
all
Thank you so
devotees.
much, all of you.
Yes, thank you so much to all of you who have been with us, especially who is till the end was listening and watching.
Seriously.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare